When you think of a quintessential duck, what do you picture? Do you see the bright green head and yellow bill of a mallard? Mallards are just one species of duck who use the Mississippi Alluvial Valley, or MAV, as their wintering habitat. This means that as they select mates and prepare for the upcoming breeding season, they're actively using and needing quality wetlands. However, wetlands faced dramatic losses in the 19th and 20th centuries. It is estimated that during this time, 53% of all wetlands were lost. Wetlands don't just provide habitat for thousands of species, but they also help improve water quality, mitigate flooding, and help combat climate change. This need to address the detrimental loss of critical habitat led to the creation of Wetland Reserve Easements, also known as WREs. This program, run by the Natural Resources Conservation Service, or NRCS, aims to restore wetland hydrology and vegetation predominantly on croplands and pastures, creating more wetland acres. This is achieved by NRCS purchasing an easement on private land and being given permission to implement a plan to restore and enhance wetlands on site, while guaranteeing that the wetlands remain protected for the duration of the easement. After the creation of WREs, there's been limited research done to assess if and how well the program works. To address this, my research is focused on the impact of WREs on bird abundance and diversity in the Mississippi section of the MAV. I will be conducting visual and auditory bird surveys in all 4 seasons. These will take place on 28 WRE sites, 5 crop sites, which represent what a property would look like before restoration, and 5 historic wetlands, which represent what the landscape would have looked like without wetland restoration. By comparing the birds present on these different habitats will ideally help determine the success of the WRE program and wetland restoration efforts. Fortunately, after the dramatic wetland loss, programs and changes were created to fight this loss of habitat. This has led to an increase of wetlands on the landscape. Although we'll likely never reach historic levels again, we can hope with continued conservation efforts and protections that these numbers will continue to grow. The hope is that my research will directly inform NRCS on the positive impact of their Wetland Reserve Easement program and encourage the continued funding of wetland restoration. Now in the future, I want us all to be able to go outside and continue to see those green-headed ducks swimming around. Thank you.